What's up, YouTube fans? We are back after a long time of being away with a Wednesday Night Live, and I have my buddy, Mr. Dr. Diecast.
Hey guys.
And if you don't know, inside joke, I like to say Mr. Doctor. And today we're going to talk about Maketoys. So I actually asked in the chat if what people are interested in for their cone heads, because today we got an announcement from Maketoys that they're going to be making the cone heads. So go ahead in the chat and put your thoughts in. I'll come back to this a little bit later just to see what you guys are saying about this, but we'll come back to that a little bit later. But I did want to kind of just jog your memory. So I don't know if you remember, were you at that live stream where I was talking to Chugoking?
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely, yeah.
So let me bring that up. So back in, wow, it's really long ago, six months ago, I got news that Maketoys was making more than just the Seekers, the Rainbow Seekers. And hey, what's up to everybody in the chat? TF Masterpiece Man, Slow DK, Transfan, Princeton Phalanx, Niles French. Hey, what's up, Niles?
Hey,
Transfan, Mariana, M Squared Design, Lowell Martins, Ricky Gregory, all my regulars. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Big
Ricky.
M, Maddie the Dentist, Peak for Life is in the house. Let's see, Kato's here. That's cool. So anyway, 6 months ago, so June, July of 2022, I got wind from Chugoking that they were actually going to be releasing new figures, not just these Rainbow Seekers, the purple and the green.
Yeah, I got every single one of them. Yeah.
But I think people were really doubtful. Like they didn't really believe that they were actually going to come back and release anything because they'd been gone for so long. Then I had Chugoking actually on the show. So I did a little interview right here inside the designer studio. If you ever want to go back and watch any of those, there's some really good ones. The one with Bobby, I think, is pretty good, kind of entertaining. T-Man's on there, Pig's on there, a few others. Anyway, so I asked him about it. He did mention that they were going to work on the Headmasters and they're going to work on the Seekers, the cone heads. So today we finally got it. It's been 6 months since that interview. And we finally got it. And actually, I'm just curious here. So, oh, look, it changed. So let me end this poll. So we asked, which cone heads are you going with for your collection? 37% said Takara Tomy, 5% Toy World, 45% Maketoys, and then the rest, none. There's a lot of people who don't need Maketoys or don't need cone heads. Do you have any cone heads?
I just have Dirge from the Maketoys Dirge.
Oh, you have it.
So yeah. So when I started collecting, he came out, and so I started collecting end of 2020, and he was out, and I went to Show Z, and I paid in full for the other two, and to myself, I've just been waiting. And I didn't know anything about, really a lot of the companies, their history. And then, on some Facebook page, Maketoys, bidded their farewell. They wrote a whole letter. And I was like, well, gosh, what do I do? I have these, two Seekers paid off.
You kept it. You held on.
Yeah, I still have them. I mean, I paid in full at Show Z. So I was like, okay. And then I kept asking them. I said, hey, are these going to come out? Can I get a refund? And they said, well... They're very good about that, and their exact words is that we haven't got a notice from the factory, is what they said. So I was like, I don't really know what that means, but that's fine. I'll wait, and here we are. Almost 2.5 years later.
Yeah, well, I didn't hold out, so I'm gonna have to rebuy Dirge. But
yeah, I bought a. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, what were you gonna say?
Because I was curious about the prices. So both Thrust and Ramjet, it's about 120 each on Show Z. Whether they honor that or now it bumps up to, what is it now? 140, 150?
140, yeah.
140, okay, for them. So I went back and I looked at that out of curiosity.
So, yeah, if you're looking for it, by the way, Toy Dojo has it on their website. Excuse me. So I just picked up another one from them because Just in case. Oh, actually, it just went up. It's now 130. Literally an hour ago. Anyway, so we got pictures of Maketoys Booster, so their version of Ramjet. And this time we get the blast effects with it, which is awesome.
And the hands to the fingers.
Oh, the hands with the articulated fingers, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this looks good, actually. I kind of like it, that it's different than the MP52 mold. So I was curious, and when we get to thrust, we'll talk about the wings, but this one looks like it's posed correctly. Like you can get the wings in the right position. But when we get over there, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if they move. That looks really good. I like that.
It does. Yeah.
You get both guns, so you can use either one. The big missiles or the null rays.
So one thing about Takara Seekers, and this is going to sound odd, their cone heads, I always thought they looked too intimidating. The face sculpts, how stocky they were. And again, I know that sounds odd, and maybe I wanted something closer to a Toon look, or maybe even a sleeker anime look. But I always, because they were always like goofy, the cone heads, That's in G1. So I'm like, oh god, these guys look like they.
Yeah. So there's a question in the chat was, is Takara releasing new cone heads 2.0? Most likely. I mean, they're gonna run that mold to the ground, so I'd be surprised if they didn't make MP52 style cone heads, but we don't know yet. But this looks good. I think I'm gonna go with these. I'm gonna go with the Maketoys set. Is this painted, or you think it's just that colored plastic like it was on Dirge? It's probably just colored plastic, I had to guess.
I mean, that crimson looks really sharp, though.
Yeah, whether it's painted or not, it looks good.
Yeah.
You also get the stands now, the flight stands. So with the past few Seekers, they've been giving you those, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, and then what I wanted to show earlier, too, is this is from their Nova Storm, but it still adapts to Dirge. So I wonder if they're gonna. It'd be nice if they gave us an adapter and stand for Dirge with one of the two new releases.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this all
It's
still
good to know.
it still works. Yeah.
So if you get the cone heads, you can still fit them on, or the Rainbow Seekers. You can put them on the cone heads.
Right. Yeah. The adapter is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this looks really nice. I mean, that picture is even better. It's hard to tell. At least the cockpit's painted. I don't know about this.
I mean, it looks. I mean, it's so nice, sharp metallic. I mean, I would think it's painted.
Yeah, I think it might be painted too. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you get the bigger missiles, the smaller ones, 5 phases, the little adapter for the stand, 2 blast effects, and then the shorter stubby missiles.
Yeah, and what we were saying before, I think the stand has 2. Unless I misplaced a piece of this stand, I only see one. Like it's like a double hinge that stand.
Yes.
Because I only have this one piece, and the new stands looks like they have 2.
Yes,
maybe so you can pose them better in robot mode.
Oh, maybe
on this stand.
And here's the other one, Jetstream or Thrust. And a lot of people asked me, is he going to come with the upgrade parts for Dirge? And I don't have an answer yet. So I asked Shujo Goking about that, and he hasn't answered yet. So
I mean,
if I find
Dirge
out,
came with wing fillers.
Yeah, the wing fillers and also the stand, like the flight stand.
Yeah.
But this guy looks pretty good too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Great set.
So it looks like you can still use it in robot mode. You get the blast effects there. These images are a little washed out. I think they used a little too much light, but it looks painted to me. I don't know.
Right? I hope, man, with all the money I threw their way with all the repaints, I hope they put a little extra TLC into them.
Right. Either that or it's really shiny plastic. Lowell says, my plan is to keep Takara in alt mode and Maketoys in bot mode. I think there might be other people doing that too, doubling down just to get like variety.
Yeah, the problem with the what I perceive as one challenge in posing the cone heads in a collection is they take up a lot of space with the with all that kibble on the back. Even I one of the reasons I flipped Dirge into alt mode is his robot mode just took up so much space on my shelf, and just trying to think of getting
Yeah,
Thrust looks okay, but even Ramjet, he's got those huge flanges coming off the back of his leg.
the legs. Yeah, yeah. This looks not too bad. It's pretty
No,
clean.
it doesn't at all. Just with that, yeah.
So another question I got is, do these wings fold down? And I don't know the answer to that either. I asked. So Jagoking is getting his sample copy in a couple of weeks. So I'll have an answer for that soon. But I hope it must fold down. I don't think they would make it so you have to have it up. But that looks really nice.
What's his animation model with the wings down or up?
Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I do have it here. Well, I'm looking for that.
So Paik, I think, has the KBB versions.
Yeah, he said old school ones. I don't know which ones he's talking about, because he's not talking about Takara Tomy. Oh, he must be talking about iGear or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Maybe. Here, so let me bring up Thrust on screen just for funsies. And it's down. It's not up. Just FYI. So that's how it looks. See how his wings are like folded down? So I don't know.
Because those pieces are on a slider, so I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right? I gotta look at. I don't even have a Maketoys in bot mode anymore.
Yeah,
no, that's not true. I have Starscream, but I think they're on a slider, even Starscream's wings.
I guess we'll find out. Now. Whether it can go up. But let me go back to the images. So I think this looks good. I just hope those wings can fold. And there's both jet modes. That looks awesome.
Almost both on one stand, it looks like, or
yeah. Well, they're two stands. They're just
the two different stands.
I think they attach to each other. The stands can kind of like connect to each other. I'm missing a lot of comments, so I'm just trying to put them on the screen. But thanks to you guys for all your comments. And I know there's a lot of conversation on this. And then here's the accessories for this one. You get all the same stuff basically. All right, and then this is the big news, the big shot heard around the world.
Yeah.
They finally
Favorite headmaster
are putting this out. So this is June of this year, which is not that far away. You get the headmaster right here. And this looks like a prototype because it doesn't look finished yet, but I thought they were still working on it, but then it got revealed today, and I asked Chigoking, he was like, he didn't even know it was getting revealed today. But I picked out the old, so these are the renders, or not the renders, these are the prototype images from 2018. So what is that? That's 5 years ago, which is crazy. And it looks very similar. I don't know if they've changed a lot, but here's the original prototype from 2018. And it kind of looked ready back then.
Yeah, you kind of think, hey, just you got all the pieces, just fire up the kiln.
But I know they made a couple changes to it, but here's the new one, or at least the one that's going to come out. I'm really excited for this. Are you getting on these again?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Highbrow is, as a kid, was my favorite. Actually, he was the only headmaster I had as a kid. And
so what are you going to do? Are you going to rebuy all of
our buddy Miller Time gifted me because he ended up getting an order with 2 of Chrome Dome, and then Hardhead I don't know about because Fans Toys or maybe I'm mixing them up, but so Fans Toys is putting out one. I have Iron Will.
Oh, right.
The green one.
I just want to answer the question. This is not a cockpit. It's just the bottom of the jet. So the original design didn't have that piece, and there was no way to mount the stand. So it's just a thing to connect the stand. That's all it is.
Yes, this highlights it. It's this piece here, that orange piece you see at the bottom.
Yeah, the orange piece that just gives you a place to attach it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dirge didn't come with one, so I hope they give us that piece so you can actually do it. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. So if you don't know, the way I met Dr. Diecast is
He bought all my Headmasters. Yeah,
he was getting out of Headmasters, and he sold me all of the Headmasters in one. So what I got? Did I buy Dracula from you?
No, I think maybe Dracula, because I actually had 2 Draculas at that time, and I sold them both.
So I think I got Lupus. So Fans Toys Lupus, Maketoys, Hardhead, and Point Blank, and what's the other one called? Chrome Dome. I think, and so I got 4 Headmasters. Now here you are buying them all again.
Yeah, I'm getting them back. Yeah,
just ironic, but so I just wanted to mention they are making more. So this isn't the last of them. They are going to make more figures. So Maketoys is going to be producing more. So don't think they're going to make this and then disappear again. I think they are back, and I'm certain the Seekers are part of that formula. All the sales from the Seekers definitely helped.
I also wonder if they were the ones behind all the Bad Cube re-releases, because people were talking about that. That Bad Cube shared a factory with Maketoys, so whether they just had the molds and then printed them or actually purchased them.
Bad Cube?
Maketoys from Bad Cube, because apparently what I had heard, and maybe Pake knows more, or the guys who've been in this longer, that Bad Cube used Maketoys factory.
Oh, I see. I'm just going to ask in the chat if people are in on the Headmasters. I'm curious.
Yeah, because now there's a shot of having a full shelf. The reason I sold them to you is, we were never going to get Highbrow or
right.
Brainwave. So it's kind of just unsatisfying just to look at a shelf with 2 Autobot Headmasters.
Right. It looks like they might have changed the design of the Headmaster. I'm not 100% sure. Because see how, well, I don't know. It's kind of far away, so it's hard to tell. But I think this looks good. I'm excited for it. Let me see what people are saying here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask is, are people in on this? If they start making them again, are you going to go back and get the old ones? Now, I guess you can get the KOs now pretty cheap.
Yeah. So yeah, they're both available at $100.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
In the last few months at Show Z.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price. All right, so let me get rid of this. So I'm excited for it. It just was going to be a short live stream. It was not going to be very long. Just wanted to share that's coming up. We're going to do TF News Live next week, but I wanted to get on this right away. So thanks, Sanjay, for joining last minute.
Thanks for inviting me.
I know you're excited for this because we've been waiting a while for this. So I asked in the chat, are you in on Maketoys Headmasters? Wow, it's literally a dead tie. 38% yes, 38% no.
Oh wow.
A lot of undecided. 24%.
I was hoping it'd be higher for the yeses.
Yeah, that's kind of low. Well, there's only 29 votes, but
because you get on this, it's popular. We get hopefully finish up the Headmasters and then get the 2 remaining Target Masters.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited because this means there's finally another third-party company in the game that's actually legit. They know what they're doing.
Right.
They make good figures, good quality figures. So competition's always good, I think, at least in my mind. Well, I'm amazed that this was at a tie. That's crazy. All right, so I'm going to end that poll. That's really it. I just wanted to talk about that. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No.
Are you going to TFCon?
Yeah. No, I already have the time off.
Which one?
Wait for the tickets to come. Toronto.
Toronto. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not going to LA.
LA, yeah. So LA is the next one, and I would imagine that Maketoys is going to be back in the show, because if they're putting this out right now by June, I gotta imagine the next one is on the cusp of being shown or being revealed. So that's exciting. And I think LA is the place that they'll probably do it, either LA or Toronto. And then what's in October is Orlando, right?
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Orlando.
So I would imagine that, then this is a guess. Nobody's said anything. It's my own guess is that they'll show something. And it's been what, 5 years, 6 years since they've showed anything. So, all right. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining us. I know other people are excited here. And come back next week for TF News Live. I'm working on this right now. Upgrade kit for Panak. So you can check that out tomorrow. But that's it. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Take care.